anytime you're trying to figure out whether something is working, whether you label it a system or a process or a relationship, the biblical principle is you look at the output. You look at the fruit. That's the way Jesus talked about to his disciples. He'd just say, you'll know them by their fruit. There's another teaching that says that you reap what you sow. If you plant apples, you won't get oranges. And so that's a little bit, I call it in the face kind of reality, is in the end, the outcome tells you whether the processes are being effective or not. In the business world, we find that there's kind of two dimensions of expertise in leadership. One dimension is, I hesitate to say mechanical, it takes enormous amounts of wisdom, but how do you craft goals? How do you set strategies? How do you segment markets? How do you structure organizations? How do you run effective meetings? How do you set up metrics? All of these mechanical but incredibly skill-oriented things that a leader has to do. That's one dimension. But the other dimension is the people dimension, and it's by far the most difficult. The first one, we've got collections of best practices. The people dimension is back to people aren't subject to the laws of physics. They all have their own desires. And so the people skills side of leadership is by far the most challenging. And you have to overlay these. You can have great people skills and not be organized, and it'll drive people crazy. You can have great organizational skills and have awesome process, but they can become legalistic and dead if you don't care about people. And so you really have to marry these two ideas, and it takes a lifetime of learning to do it.